Hello everyone, my name is Alexey, and today I want to tell you about, from the first sight, not easy, but quite interesting tasks from the coding interview. So, you probably know the Lotus library. It's a library which combines a lot of util functions for transforming arrays, objects, and etc. And there you can find GroupBy function. This function groups array of entities by result of executing some function, or by property of concrete primitive object. Let's see the example. So here we are grouping objects by math floor. So we have an array of numbers and grouping them by math floor. So 6.1 will be 6 in math floor, 4.2 will be 4, 6.3 will be 6 with math floor, and we will have an object with key 4 and 6, and as value array of suitable values. And here we are grouping strings by length property. So we need to implement the same GroupBy function, but return map instead of object. So new map. You should know it. And okay, more business, and let's jump to code and implement it. Okay, let's try to figure out the signature of GroupBy function. As we can see, as a first parameter we will have an array of entities, and as a second parameter we will have some function or some property of one of them entities inside the array. And let's start to write. So array and function. So array first argument, function second argument, and as we can see we have to return map. So when we need to iterate through the array and then return one single value, so map as here, or number, or something like that, we have to use reduce method. And let's do it. So reduce, so we need to return reduce, array reduce, and here we will have two values, so our result, and as an accumulator of reduce, and current element. Yes, and we have to write this body of our function. And the first value of accumulator will be new map. So we will fill new map. So new map. Cool. And then we need to write body of our reduce method. Which we will pass into reduce. Okay, we need to return the map, and we have to write to our map, so key value pairs. And as we can see, as key we will have result of function or result of getting something from the property of the element. And let's try to do it. So we can write const key. And here we need to check if our function is has type of function. So type of fn equals to function. And if we have function, there we have to call a function with our current element. And else we can just take a value from the property. So like current element, and there call our function. So how it works? If we have math floor, for example, we will execute math floor with our current element. And if it just property of our string, for example, length is property of string, we will have just get the value. So for example, we need to start node, and we have some string, for example, AWS, and here we can write length, and we will have 3. Yes. So we can, for example, get length of the string using this way. Nice, and we need just to write a couple of conditions, and then our task will be solved. So now we have key, and we have to check if our key in our map, and if we don't have a key in our map, we just have to set up empty array to this key. So if not result get key, we need to set up result set key, and we have to set up here just empty array. And then we just need to add our value, so current element, to as value of our key. So result set key, and here we need just get our key, need to get result by our key. It will be an array, and we just need to add in this array new element, so we need to concat it with current element. Cool. And so if we won't have key, we will set empty array to this key and then add the current element as a first element. And if we have our key in our map, we will ignore this condition and just set current element as a next element of the array to the key. And that's it. We wrote our function, and let's move to check. And of course we have to return our result for future cycle execution. Okay, and let's try to execute our code, and let's see if our function works. So node index.js, and yes, our values were grouped by function. So for example, here our numbers were grouped by executing math floor functions, and also our array of strings was grouped by length of strings. So 2 and 1 have length 3, and in word 3 we have 5 letters, so we have 5 as a key, and 1 string in an array 3. Cool. And the real interview you will have up to 10 minutes or 10 or 15 minutes to write this function. So it's how I've implemented it on my interview, and it was accepted. So thank you very much for watching. Please check the description, like, subscribe, stay tuned, subscribe to my Telegram channel, and bye.